Hey, what's up with it, world? It's your man, Nico B. You know what it is. It's the Black Effect. Hit that subscribe button. You know, donate to the Patreon if you so see fit. But, if nothing else, hit that subscribe button for your boy. You know, if you hear this and you know that it's the truth, you know what I mean? You feel it's truth. You entertained by the videos, or if you got, young black men in your life, that need to hear, strong male, that need some strong male energy, or need to hear this stuff. Hey, let them hear the video. Just play the video while you're doing whatever you do. While you're working out, listen to it. You know what I mean? Got a lot of hot topics, man. Topics we need to be talking about in the black community for damn sure. I know that. All right, so let me get into this. And in this, I want to talk about, and this is definitely, for the brothers and sisters. And this topic is about modern day slavery. Yeah, modern day slavery. This is all, and I mean when I say that, the brothers and sisters, I mean my the Afro Latinas, my Hispanic brothers and sisters, my Native Americans, all of the tribes of the Most High. I mean, I'm including everybody. Yeah. All the tribes of the Most High, because this is that ties into the topic, like but black folks especially, and this is due to because we were the way we were brought over here. And I want to talk about modern day slavery, man, and how that is definitely going on, that exists. Modern day slavery is a thing, and you know, it's something that I don't, I'm definitely, not trying to be a part of, and at the end, and that's me personally, I'm at the end of the day, and I'm gonna get to that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not trying to be a part of that, and I advise a lot of my brothers, you know what I'm saying, it's due time for you to build something yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's due time for us to build. At the end of the day, let's just keep it real. Like, it don't take much. Now you can build your own business. Thank God, thank you know, thank the Lord for this innovation of technology. You should be one to stay ahead of technology, and get down with that, and do not be spending your time doing stupid stuff. You already playing game. You already on the smartphones. Get the education, man. Get the skills, and that's what I said with the reparations for black men need to be, and black women need to be the free education and free trades to get to the next level, because that's where it's going, it's headed. But like I said, it don't take much to start you a little business. You know what I'm saying? Start you a a little company, not even, just start selling some things, you know what I'm saying? Or to start you a YouTube, or if you have a talent or a skill, you can cultivate that now. I don't care if you juggle. All right, man, you juggle. You good at juggling, right? You know what I'm saying? Cultivate that, man, on your own. Like, that may be what God has called you to do, to juggle, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't call you to be you know putting up stocking, freaking freaking tampons, you know what I'm saying, at CVS, or you know what I'm saying, or he didn't call some people, he didn't call you to be no damn cop. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you just doing because or going to the military, fighting, you know what I'm saying, a war, you know what I'm saying, pushing buttons and killing people, innocent people who didn't have nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? But you just thinking that because you need to, you trying to survive. Like I say, at the end of the day, that's modern. That's one of the biggest slavery. Like, you definitely, black man, like, you ain't listening to the U.S. Army, like, you know how that work. Like, that's definitely modern. That's mental slavery, nigga. That's worse. You know what I'm saying? That's worse. That's too. I could never do that. That's worse. I don't know. And I don't care what branch. Like, you could think you just in a very innocent little branch. You know what I'm saying, of the military, but you pushing the button, like, you know what I'm saying, you telling this nigga, you sending coordinates, you just as guilty. Your hands bloody. Like, I don't want to do that. But like I said, with these jobs, let's just be honest. Modern day slavery. You have us as black people, came over here, and I'm gonna definitely touch on this in the upcoming book. the language of the slaves, because I want to explain this, because this is a very intricate part, because you have to explain history to understand how we got to this point. You know, we people act like they forgot. You know, at one point in time, you know, black folks were doing their own thing. We were just like the immigrants who come over here now. When people come over here, immigrate over here the right way, you see the businesses on every strip. They getting together, you know what I'm saying, and they doing their thing. But see, black folks were terrorized. Black folks had they businesses burned down, you know, had they, you know, people murdered, hung. We can go on and on. They were terrorized. You seen the movies, like, you know, these movies. It's sometimes you may see, you know, movies and be like, you know what I'm saying, oh man, that was, you know, nah, I don't know, I couldn't see how that happened. Yeah, these movies, you know, are very are pretty accurate. You know what I'm saying, on how black people had it. You know what I'm saying, because these are people's great grandparents. They could tell you. You know what I'm saying. These and it was not. It's so closely. It's so closely. It's so close in the time that we still, in so close in generation, that we still are feeling the effects, you know, from things like that. Um the mental withholding of things, you know, the mental mind fuck. See, black people been not only, you know, have they been started from square one, but then they've been mind fucked and messed with, and, you know, and terrorized, and, you know, and misguided, and misdirected, and all of this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And even it's to where now it's on autopilot, and that's what bring me to this modern day slavery, to where now, you know, they had parents raising their kids to be these modern day slaves and not modern day innovators. Modern day slaves and not modern day innovators. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respected, you know, growing up, I respected rappers, and, you know, and always, and wanted to rap and do music and things like that. I just wanted to do something independent, like artistic. I'm an artistic soul, you know. I write, you know, I'm a great writer. I'm great with the English language. Like I'm near expertise. I'm near expert level in the English language. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking going to college. You know what I'm saying? Taking my getting the credentials. You know what I'm saying? Just furthering my education. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot. You know what I mean? Just furthering my mental state. You know, and that's just me. You know, I've always done that. When I was young, you know, I was giving the Martin Luther King memorizing speeches, and, you know, I've always been good at speaking. You know what I mean? And that was just what I've done. I was giving Martin Luther King speeches on stage, you know what I'm saying? Stuff that, you know, that kids weren't doing then, but, you know, it just wasn't built upon. Like, you know, if it was me, and I'm not, you know, I'm not blaming, you know, my parents, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm thankful for everything, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful to God, you know what I'm saying, that for everything that's happened in my life, for who I have in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't trade that, you know what I'm saying? Thankful to Christ for all that, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that I'm not gonna be dishonest, you know, and I have to understand certain things, you know, and certain things are true. You know, so that was just the case, you know, for me. It's just like it wasn't cultivated. Like if it was me, you know, and I had, you know, a child, and I see them, like I say, I see them waterboarding. I don't, you know, that's what they wanted to, I mean, not waterboarding. What is just something obscure? Juggling. They was juggling. They they liked they played a lot of video games. I don't give a damn if they played a lot of video games. I'd be like, you know what? Your vein is, you gonna go to, you know, we're gonna cultivate and continue to build your knowledge, and give you things, you know what I'm saying, that's in the vein of video games, you know what I'm saying, or to that's gonna prepare you to be able to work with with uh you know, a job in that, to be able to make money doing that. You know what I'm saying? To be able to build your own thing. You know, now you could build your own game. You see that all the time. You got apps. Oh, now you got apps. See, the thing is that, you know, you always, in the black community, you need to stop all that naysaying stuff, man. Stop naysaying everything. Stop doing that because, you know, like I said, y'all have the modern day slavery mentality built in. Because at the end of the day, it's easy. Let's just be honest. You know, it's easy to go get a job. You know what I'm saying? That's easy. I've done it. Like, I'll tell you, it's easy. You don't have no felonies, nigga, because then, you know, that's going to stop you from doing a lot of stuff, you know. Don't make no stupid decision, but just be on a regular level, a regular man, go get you, you know, you could go get you a job because the business is already built, but it's more difficult to build something from the ground up. That's what, you know, was a lot of, you know, black parents and stuff fool their kids or fool themselves into thinking because of what this white man indoctrinated into you. You know what I'm saying? Come work for me, come be a slave for me. You know what I'm saying? And tell your kids, don't, you know, suppress their autistic nature, you know, while me and my kids continue to own all the stuff, not compete, and not have to compete with nobody, you know what I'm saying, and continue to give you and this Hispanic man and woman low ass wages as the cost of living goes up. Modern day slavery. And see, back in slavery times, at least they didn't have to worry about living expenses. They had all that. They was having babies. They was doing all that. You heard niggas. Some of them, they were thinking they was living good. Some people still sold themselves back into slavery. That was what indentured servitude was. That when sometimes the times are like that. People don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand history and they don't think. But you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, though, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's modern day slavery. You the black and Hispanic man, look in these businesses, just go into any one of these private sector jobs for the most part. You know what I'm saying? In the inner cities and things like that, you will see a lot of, you know, blacks and Hispanics working there, you know, but when you get to the top, you know, and you see the people that they not gonna be black or Hispanic, you know, and the Hispanics, they be trying to give them such low wages. Like, these jobs be paying people different wages. They be getting people who these people think they slick. Like, you know, they want to use folks, you know, give them some people a low wage, use them for just hard work, knowing that they a hard worker. If you a hard worker at these jobs, you're gonna most likely get used. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the name of the game. You're not gonna, you know, you're not gonna make no money to be able to save. And you can only do it for so long. Like, niggas be talking about they working 2 jobs and stuff like that. You can only work 2 jobs for so long. You know, you can only work these stressful, strenuous jobs for so long. So niggas be sick, bent over. I remember I was, you know, working with a guy one time at one of these warehouses and factories. And the guy was, you know, he was just, you know, had diabetes. He had so much wrong, you know what I'm saying? And he was just telling me, he was like, man, it's due to all this stress, you know, working at these jobs, you know, trying to provide for these women, you know, that he, you know, shouldn't have been with and things like that. It's a stressful life to do that. But like I said, man, you got to think about it. You trying to pay for the cost of living is increasing, and these jobs not trying to pay more money. They just want to use you and pay you little money. These jobs make millions. They don't have to keep hiring all these folks. They could just give you, you know, what you need to live. You know what I'm saying? The hours that you need. Quit playing with people. They want to dictate your hours. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that go on with that. To me, it's a headache. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm not knocking the people who want to do that, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I take a, you know, a 9 to 5 to, you know, to get to where you need to go. You want to save some bread. Like I said, it's easy. Like, you want to, you know, if you want some extra money or you want to use that to get to the next level. But now, if you work in a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying, like I said, and a lot of times, you know, if you got to be a certain type of, you know, either a certain type of race, or they gotta like you, you know, you gotta really be doing that ass sucking and kissing, you know, then you can, you know, maybe be a manager, you know what I'm saying, and some stuff like that. And then that just come with more stress in these places, you know what I'm saying. You want to be, you know, you want to get to the level of being an owner. Now, if you're working towards that, hey, more power to you, you know what I'm saying, then do that. Then you're not a modern day, you know, then yes, you are working in a modern day slavery system, but it's like you're an indentured servant. If all of us are, you know what I'm saying, if you work in a job, then, you know, then you're pretty much like for goal, like for a purpose, then you just basically like an indentured servant. Like I'm selling you my time for money, basically. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's how it work. No cut and dry. I don't want to hear nothing extra. I ain't come here for the extra. We ain't do the company meeting shit. I ain't trying to go to the party with you. I ain't trying to do that. I sold you this time. And when it's time for niggas to get off, I'm out this bitch, man. I'm saying. I'm not staying. You know what I'm saying? I sold you this time for this. And that's the difference between, you know, indentured service and modern day slaves. Because, you know, the modern day slave, you know, he'll be trying to stick there, because stick there, I'll do everything, let him use him, and then eventually, you know, get burnt out, and then they not there to, you know, to do anything for you. Then it's hell to pay, and where they at. All right, so I'm gonna end this video. I ain't want to make it too long. You know, I hope this you know, was entertaining. I hope this helps somebody. You know what I'm saying? Just maybe y'all feel like me. Like I said, man, we need to, black men, we need to be cultivating our own thing. You know, at the end of the day, innovate, man. Look at your kids. Pay attention to what your kids are good at. You know what I'm saying? They might like animals, you know what I'm saying? They might like dressing animals or something. Like, that's something weird and obscure. They might like dressing animals up. Well, they need to be designing pet clothes. You know what I'm saying? That's a market for that. They need to, you know, have some design some pet costumes or something. Pet hats. I mean, I don't know. But, you know, you could do whatever you want this day and age, black man. So, and I just don't, you know, see why you would go give somebody else 100%, you know, and make them rich when you can give yourself 100%. You know what I'm saying? And then you can get money. You know what I'm saying? You've messed around, get rich, you know, or at least be able to, you know, do a lot for yourself. And, you know, at the end of the day, be free. Because that's freedom. Like I said back in the day, people just was, you know, doing their own thing. They had their forms, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. All you was an indentured servant. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. It's not too much different now. You know what I'm saying? You cultivate your own thing to be free. You know what I'm saying? And then, but eventually, like even in the biblical times, you know, they was indentured servants for a while, built they thing up, and it's so that was to me, that was near better. That was probably better than it was now. And you niggas don't get it, because then they had to go. They had to let them free. You know, they sold them their time. They lived with them. They ate their food, meaning they didn't buy groceries. You know what I'm saying? They was able to get them a wife, get them a woman, live and have sex in they crib, have kids in their crib, in their compound in the state. You know what I'm saying? As long as they did what they were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you niggas, like, I'm going to just keep it real. You know, they say that, you know, in the Bible that you could beat your servant. You know what I'm saying? If they did certain extreme things. You know what I'm saying? But you just imagine, like, a lot of you niggas now, but they couldn't let them go. You know what I'm saying? So just imagine a lot of you niggas now, y'all niggas for y'all $100,000 job, or y'all $45,000 job, y'all niggas will take a beating before y'all would want to get fired by them niggas. You know what I'm saying? If they was like, get y'all black ass up out of here, get your ass up out of here, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you, nigga, turn that damn Kissing Yetter music off, nigga, or that Hispanic music, nigga, get out of here. You will be fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And you will take a beating for that. Like some of you, you know, I'm not saying everybody, you know what I'm saying, some of you. But yeah, so that's all I'm saying, man. Like in the biblical times though, they was able to build their wealth, build enough to when, you know, they could decide to leave or stay after a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying? But they was able to build their wealth enough with all of that I said, you know, saving the bread, not having much expense, and to be able to do it. Then once they left, they were free to do their own thing. You know, it takes time. You know, it's something like, it's a lot of work. Like I said, to do your own thing. Yeah, it's a lot of work. You know what I'm saying? But it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just truly be free in the mind and spirit, you know, and that's just my opinion. It's your man, Nico B, Black Effect. Hit that subscribe button. Peace.